going to browse for the correct template. Make sure it is US metric, and this is the one. First one. Okay, after that, we'll be back to here. And this is where we have the typical settings of the views. All right, the first thing we normally going to do is to start to draw the grid lines. Okay, grid line is here. Grid line is drawn to help you to locate the column. So you must know where the columns are. Okay, and as a typical civil engineer, you must have some common sense of the number. For example, what could be the longest span of the simply supported beam in the RC beam? I mean reinforced concrete. So don't create a span with few hundred meters long. It cannot be done. Okay, cannot be constructed. So we are going to design a building that is at least 75 meters by 75 meters in the top view, right? I mean the side width or the length of the building, at least 75 meters. Okay, height is at least 150 meters, right? The top of the tower at least 35 meters. Okay, so these are the constraints that you have to bear in mind. So I'm going to do this because I want to make my this line number 1 aga. But when I draw this on, I know that this format is not what I want. I want to change this format. So I press the escape key twice. Then I will be out of the drawing mode. When you select the grid line, you are actually in the drawing mode to draw the grid line. Finish drawing this, I press escape key twice. I want to edit this. I actually enter into the edit mode by clicking on this line. Okay, click on this line, this is selected. You see the color is highlighted. When it is selected, then you can actually see this property panel appears. The property panel now shows the property of the selected object, selected item, which is the grid line. What can we do with the properties of the grid line? You can change the name, but that's something I don't want to change at the moment. But furthermore, we can actually change the type. There are some more properties inside here we can change. What I actually want to change is to get this one box ticked. This box is a plan view symbol N1, because by default, you see, it only gives me this symbol at N2. Only the N2 was ticked. Now if I tick both, I shall see another circle or bubble here, appearing here. Okay, let's see, if I check that and click on OK, you can see that. Yeah, so this is the purpose of editing the types. Draw every line, go back and change one by one. Tedious. Now I change it here. The next moment when I draw another grid line, it will be using the same type. So both bubbles will appear at both ends of the line. Okay, now I continue to draw grid. But this time when I draw grid line, I'm going to show you a new method of drawing. Last time we always use this draw line method. When you put the cursor here, I mean you pick this and you put the cursor here, you're going to see you enter dimension. You draw, click and click. Now I'm going to show you a new method. You can use this pick a line, because we already have a line here. You pick a line and you change the offset distance. 20 meters for my case, 20, 0, 0, 0. I can lock it. Okay? So when I put the cursor here slightly below, you see there is a dash, this line appears. This line indicates that the next line you're going to draw is going to be here. Offset method allows me to draw a line parallel to the line I picked up with the offset distance indicated there. I entered 20 for offset distance. And you can just click, you're going to get one more grid line now. Okay, of course the next thing to do is just continue. But I want to caution you. Now, please be careful. When you put the cursor here when you approach this line, put the cursor here at this end, the parallel line of the next grid line will be drawn below. If you pointing to this from top, picking up this line from top, your grid line will be drawn on top of this line. And that is going to be dangerous because on top is line 1. If I'm not careful, I make a mistake. If I click now, what I will get is that there will be 2 grid lines there overlapped, 1 and 3. You can see I'm just purposely going to make a mistake. See that? There's a 3 and a 1. So this is wrong. If I make a mistake here, I quickly go and use Ctrl Z to undo. Otherwise, you delete it, the next grid line, the number will start from 4. So you got to change the name one by one. Okay, if you only got 5, 6 grid lines, changing name is not a big deal. Imagine if you got 50 stories. If you make a mistake somewhere in the middle for the names, okay, let's see. 21 is missing. You got to change all the way up. 21, 22, all the way up. Change all this.
So it's 175.
So that's going to be troublesome. Okay, that's what I mean by using the correct method, and need to be very careful. And you click. This is now 3 here. Okay, so that is correct. And only when you see this dash line indicated there, then you click that. If you don't see that, don't click to confirm. So this is number 4. Okay. And now I'm going to see line number 5. Yeah, I only need 5. So I finish this one. Now I press escape key twice to finish it. So with this, I have drawn all the 5 grid lines. The grid line is horizontal now, which means it's actually running from east to the west. From west to the east. From west to the east. Anyway, horizontal, east-west direction. Okay, the next thing is that I'm going to draw the vertical grid line. Vertical grid line, normally we label it as A, B, C, D. Horizontal grid line, we name it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like Excel, in your Excel spreadsheet. Okay, the system is like that. So I'm going to do this now. I'm going to draw the vertical. Vertical, you cannot use the big line because you have to go one line there to draw the parallel line first. So I'm going to draw one vertical line first. Okay, escape twice. And then I now need to change this name. I change this into capital letter A. So the next, from this point onwards, all the numberings will be changed into A, B, C, D. Now I can draw grid line again. Use pick line. Set the this is offset. Change to 20 meters. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to draw it 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish. Escape key twice. Now, the horizontal grid line is not long enough. How? You edit. You press escape key twice, then we'll go into the editing mode. This portion you need to be careful. If you do not press escape key, you are still in the offsetting, drawing, pick up the line, drawing offset lines. Then that can be dangerous. You can draw a lot of lines that overlap. Offset is 20 meters for my case. What is your dimension of your building? What is the dimension of your building?
This one is still the bottom, is still the top. Yes. Only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, like.
Oh yeah, I take out from here.
First vertical line.
What's the vertical?
Yes.
The dimension is our base area or
Is your own.
our
You have to decide. It's a triangle. So how do we change this? I actually want to pull it longer. So I need to make sure I'm in editing mode, which anytime you can press escape key to stop command and then go into editing mode. So you click on this, and when you do this, you see there is a small circle here. Do not click on this. You click on this, it gives you this kind of bend. That's wrong, huh? So be careful. Click on the small circle here, then you can drag. You can move it. You can pull it longer. Okay. Next, I look at my plan view. North view. The people is standing here. He should be standing in the middle of this building to see. That would be a better position to see the building. And the south, you know how to get that done. I'm going to show you how I change this north sign the position. You see, if you click at the different parts of this sign, you are going to do different things. You must make sure your cursor is pointing to the perimeter of this circle. Okay, then you see these question marks, and then you can move now. If you don't see that, you cannot move it. Yeah. Again, see this is south. You click on the perimeter of the circle. Don't click on other parts. Must select the circle, and then drag and drop. Drag means don't let go the mouse button. Okay? Yeah. Be careful, there is a handle that allows you to rotate. If you rotate, this is no longer in the west. You got to be careful. Okay, so now I've changed my different elevation view, the position of different views. Okay. Now this is important. If you don't do that, later on when you switch to a certain view, you're not going to see the entire building. For example, if my south was in the middle, if you switch to the south view, you don't see this span of building. You only see those in front of you. Yeah. Okay. Now next, we are going to do the grid, something like grid lines for the elevation view. That is not called a grid line. It's called level. That's called level. So on the grid line can only be drawn on the top